Hello everyone, my name is October Riven and the name of the game is City of Heroes. So, gonna continue where we left off. Working with Tsoo. So, let's see what else Tsoo has for us. So, he says, Tsoo have been seen more and more frequently in Steel Canyon lately. Rumor is that they're looking for more charity to increase their power base, and are leaning on the outcasts pretty hard. I need a hero who's willing to keep them out of Steel Canyon. They've been spotting in Grim Ridge in the Copper District, but I'm sure any hero in the zone will welcome your assistance. The Tsoo aren't a major force in Steel Canyon yet, but with their strength, they could be a big player in the zone if they aren't stopped. Defeat about 20 of them, and that should slow down their plans. So the Tsoo, we haven't really talked about them yet, have we? The Tsoo are pretty much an Asian-themed group. They're Hmong. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. But they are Hmong in ethnicity and culturally. And their main gimmick is that they use magic that's derived from tattoos. They also have some martial arts motifs, pastiches of like ninja, and they have a few ghosts on their side too, and sister spirits they're called. And some of their sorcerers are teleporters, and no, those are outcasts. I'm on the wrong side. Where they usually are. They're usually on the other side of town. You usually find a good chunk of them here. Here we go. The Tsoo. So here's some with the more ninja-like Tsoo. You can see their tattoos. Like I said, their tattoos are magic. Real ninja wear blue, dude. Real ninja wear blue. Here's one of the ancestor spirits. I got one of the tips, mission tips probably. Or not mission tips, location tips. Stun myself. Go. There's one of the sorcerers, these guys. They can heal. teleport. I got him before he can teleport. Almost done. Just need one more Tsoo member. There we go. Alright, let's clear the tip. Alright, so let's see what Tsoo has to say. Just hop in here just in case. Alright, the Tsoo will definitely be left turning from that HEMA Girl. Good job. Alright, and the Circle of Thorns is getting bolder by the day. They're performing their arcane rituals right out in public and it's causing panic among the civilians. I need you to hit the streets and stop the Circle of Thorns rituals. I don't want the citizens of this fair city living in terror. Fault Line is probably the best place for you to start. Boomtown also has a large circle population. We're not going to go either of those places. But we have a report just in that members of the Circle of Thorns attacked the Paragon City Symphony rehearsal. They've inducted Eleanor Siccione. She's a cellist with psychic powers, and the combination of music and psionics seemed interesting to the Circle of Thorns. So we're gonna kidnapping. Just when you thought the Circle of Thorns couldn't sink any lower, to kidnapping. Yeah. That is a sentence. That is a sentence. Whew, boy. That is a sentence. Be right back. 1 second, I gotta check out something. Sorry about that, I'm a very professional streamer. Let's get right back to it. Eleanor Shitshion should be around here somewhere. Yep. As well as some members of the Circle Force. We gotta call HEMA Girl! Oh, I got him. I got him. How many left? Three more? Three more until I finish the actual mission. There's Faculous. What? I thought I hit the... I thought I activated my hold, and I guess I didn't, and I'm down. Alright, so not often that we drop, but that's okay. Let me just grab an egg. case. I think we're a bit of a ways. Yeah, we are a ways away. Ah, shit. I wanted to do a second jump then, but I was just off. Okay, wait for the special order to come back. Treat of the tactical variety. Come on, come on. There we go. Heal up. And there we go. Boom, level up. Gotta be wary of potential ambushes. Don't think there's any coming. Right, there we go. Oop, too late. You've done a good thing by pushing the circle rituals back into the shadows. Some people feel a lot safer now, and I will always consider that a victory. There have been a number of disappearances reported lately, and I think we both know who's behind them. The Circle of Thorns. I want you to defeat as many mystics as you can find. Maybe we can stop more people from falling into the Circle's clutches. Kidnapping? Well, the Circle have gone to a new low. Okay. Circle's quite strong in Steel Canyon. Are they, though? Okay, investigation into the appearance of Stephen Duke, previously thought dead in an accident, in the company of known members of the Circle of Thorns. Okay. Yeah, Stephen Duke, the famous novelist, thought to have been killed in a car accident. But if he's still alive, how could he have been in Circle of Thorns captivity the whole time? Maybe we should check into this. Yep. Wow. He'd be in misery if he was with the Circle of Thorns the whole time. Eh? 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 Yeah. Time to help the innocent and punish the guilty. Thorn's mission is done, so I just gotta get little Stevie Duke here. Big Stevie cool. There he is. There's Modesa. Finally. Alrighty. Oh, there is an ambush. I might be able to get to the end before they arrive to me. Yep. Alright, so let's talk to Tsoo. Your efforts have put some pressure on the Circle. Hopefully this will slow down their activity. I am proud to know you, HEMA Girl. If I could provide you with the new enhancements, it would be my honor. There is someone you should meet. Good day, HEMA Girl. I am hearing some troubling rumors today. Could you check out a warehouse in Steel Canyon for me? There have been reports of high-ranking Tsoo going in and out of here these days. 4 days. I have the feeling that the Tsoo are planning something big. Please see what you can find out. Scorch marks and patches of frost on the walls mark this building as an outcast hangout. Huh. Sure enough, there are outcasts. Huh, there's some Tsoo here too. There are indeed definitely Tsoo here, but are they working with the outcasts? Huh. Sounds like they are planning something here. These guys. Probably gonna get knocked out. That's okay. Once his pets get far enough away, I'll revive. Heal up all the way. I see him. Ah, damn it, that missed. Boom, got him. Found a strange bronze statue. It's a statue of a screaming falcon. It seemed like the Tsoo were trying to sell it to the outcasts, but what did they want in return? Well, better clear out this warehouse just to see if we can find more information. Alright. That statue you found is exactly the kind of artifact the outcasts crave. And maybe the Tsoo are trying to sell to them. Sell it to them. Wow, to them. That's not good. Now, if we only know what they wanted in return. Hey there, HEMA Girl. I got a pretty simple task for today. My friend Juliana Nering has some info on the Tsoo that I very much like to hear. Trouble is, she's kind of paranoid about going through normal channels. Could you take up the Tsoo data from Juliana? I know I can count on you to keep it safe. Thanks a lot, HEMA Girl. This will put Juliana's mind at ease. So, we'll need to, oops. Skyway City? What you got for me, Juliana? Oh, I'm so glad Taku sent you. My sources tell me that trolls have been meeting secretly with the Tsoo. In fact, I just got some word that some Tsoo are entering a troll-occupied office building not far from here. I think you should go check it out. Interesting. Seems like an ordinary office building, but the unnatural hush tells you that low legitimate business is being conducted here. And also the troll. They're bullying an office worker too. All right. Oop. Office worker to save. see some Tsoo over there. Or a Tsoo. There's one more office worker to save. Huh. So I found an ampule, Mr. Man. It's got a white skull logo, probably Paragon, which is the drug that the trolls take and became trolls because of. They're drug addicts on steroids. Thanks for taking on the Tsoo and the trolls. The ampule that you found probably contains Paragon, but I'll check it out to make sure. I have a bad feeling that the Tsoo are planning on something big. We need to look further into the meetings with the outcasts and the trolls. I got a call about that drug ampule you found at the meeting between the trolls and the Tsoo. My friend Wyatt Anderson is interested in seeing it for himself. Would you take the drug ampule over to Wyatt? Let's take it over to Mr. Anderson. I'm still trying to learn more about that artifact in the Tsoo are trying to steal the outcast. When I hear anything, I'll let you know. Yeah, this is packaged exactly like Paragon, but it isn't. It's rage. The Tsoo have been manufacturing rage lately. They're hoping you'll become the new drug of choice. Let me tell you, you don't want to mix the two. It could cause a massive chemical imbalance in the brain, turning you into a resort killing machine. Oh, I almost forgot. Tsoo called me. Apparently, Vitaly Chenko better fight these guys. Apparently, Vitaly Chenko wants to look at some artifact you recovered from the outcast. Tsoo said you should get it to him right away. The Tsoo are not happy to hear that. We need to get to Skyway City. Ugh, bloody cold. You say the Tsoo are trying to sell this artifact to the outcasts. Well, that brings a whole meaning to the phrase buyer beware. This statue gives you the bearer power, alright. Also, it eats away at their soul. I think that Tsoo may be trying to sabotage the outcasts. Maybe you can hit the streets in Seal Canyon. If you defeat enough Tsoo, maybe you can convince one of them to tell us more about the plans. So, I gotta go back to the Seal Canyon. This last mob ought to do it. Alright. First, let's deal with this tip. Okay. So let's check a look at this clue. Found this note on a Tsoo gangster. It reads RNY, a whole bunch of numbers. I'm not going to try to sit down and decode it now, especially without having the proper spaces to do so. So you think? Well, so one of the Tsoo you defeated was carrying this note. Nice job. I think I can. I think I can get this decoded pretty quickly. With any luck, I'll tell us more about the Tsoo's recent meetings with the trolls and the outcasts. I sent the note to that Tsoo gangster was carrying to a cryptographer. Hopefully, he can give us some solid information to go on. Okay, I've got a guy hard at work decoding that Tsoo note you found, but I don't think we can wait for his translation. I just got a hot tip of the location of the Tsoo headquarters. If we don't move quickly, there may be a chance to move. I need you to clear out the Tsoo headquarters now, HEMA Girl. Take this comm unit so I can get in touch with you wherever you are. The headquarters is under the control of a Tsoo known as Mr. Poe. Above all, I want Mr. Poe in custody. Alright, so we got a comm unit. Discarded tattoo needles testify to the Tsoo's unwavering allegiance to their gang. Let's see what's in this crate. Another bronze statue. The one the outcasts were trying to be. The Tsoo were going to sell the outcasts. Whoop. Sorry guys, didn't mean to interrupt your exercise. Actually I did, but... this is a tough fight. There's Mr. Poe. That's Mr. Poe. Say it again. That's Mr. Poe. Say my name, that name again is Mr. Poe. There we go. All right. Okay, so Tsoo is calling us. You copy. It's Tsoo. I got that note decoded. It seems the Tsoo are using that rage drug to poison the trolls. The note you found reveals the location of the rage lab. I need you to get over there and shut it down. So. High-tech equipment wasn't purchased by a bunch of floundering gangsters. Tsoo must have the resources no one has guessed at. Yeah, this is really fancy for the Tsoo. Also, there's just random people wandering about. That's weird. Like I said, they teleport around and generally be really freaking annoying. And they have that freaking whirlwind. Alright, I'll just grab. Start dismantling your rage synthesizers. Okay. Another synthesizer. Yep. Okay. See what else is going on here in this lab. More synthesizers. There's a patrol. Oh, there's the sorcerer. Excuse me. missed it entirely. Huh. Okay. In that case... I stuck to the floor. Great. I was gonna jump out to try to hit him all with my swing, with my number one swing. Alright. Okay, thanks, Spice says Armstrong. Super jump, save some blue. My blue's been pretty fine so far, but yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Thanks. Yeah, this is a pretty blue-friendly build so far. Of course, I used to main dark, so lots of things end up being blue-friendly compared to that. Scrapper or tank. It is a brute. The HEMA Girl is a brute. That's why I've got the rage meter. Yeah, I went brute over tank because taunting doesn't really seem like it's going to be super helpful, being a mostly solo player with this run. And, well... No, it's okay. Sometimes I forget the meters are there myself. I'm trying to get better with New Sentinel, because New Sentinel actually has meter management instead of just do a move and your meter's ability goes for you. Now you have a new move that you can only activate after a certain meter. Which is kind of like different from how Sentinels used to be played. Anything Spy says, I hear this combo's good on a stalker. Probably is. It's really good on. It's really good with this brute so far. I'm usually not a fan of the ones you have to toggle for your anti-status power, but this works pretty well. Something that works surprisingly well. Titan weapons and super reflexes. Especially when you get later on, when you have more options with Titan weapons. Of course, you really have to learn the patterns for Titan weapons. Okay, thanks, Spy says, remember having this on Scrapper with regen on live before the nerf? I'm guessing you mean the regen nerf? Yeah. Regen used to be super OP. Regen can still be fun, but it's not as good as it used to be. Of course, Paragon protectors get the old regen. That's always fun. Broadsword regen scrapper that never died. Yep. I mean, regen before the nerf was just overpowered. Of course, I always played towards... Character always came first to me and build second. So I will sometimes take less than good power sets if it fits the character best. And this is Mr. Shin. Mr. Shin, Mr. Po, Mr. Man. And you also had an energy stalker. Oh yeah. First, I don't know. I would say stalkers in general are much better now than they were live. Because stalkers can be really useful in actual combat and more than just their ambush. And with the when you get to incarnate too, when you get to incarnate, you can freaking ion judgment and deal stalker crit on every single person who gets targeted by ion. Ion is so powerful. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't get a super amount of XP. That is the end of the arc though, so I'm gonna turn off XP gain just so I don't accidentally level up past the 19 mark. It is off, right? Just double check that real quick. No XP. Okay, so I believe that's the end of this arc. Let's see. Thanks by Aspire are doing that. So, you may have forgotten that I mentioned this. I'm doing all the blue side content, and I want to do it like organically, like not through Ouroboros. And the reason why I'm not doing it through Ouroboros is that there's missions you cannot do in Ouroboros. Like the missions that aren't with a header. You can't do those in Ouroboros. So I'm trying to do all the solo blue side content. There's stuff you just cannot do unless you do them at the level range. And I'm going to be doing this like every 5 levels, starting at 4, then 9, then 14. Okay. So, Thaoku says, "Great job, HEMA Girl. The Tsoo won't be poisoning the trolls with their rage anytime soon. The way I figured, the Tsoo are trying to weaken all the other gangs in Paragon City. They try to poison the trolls by giving them rage, a drug that reacts badly with the severity that the trolls regularly take. And then they try to cripple the outcasts by selling them artifacts to consume the bearer's soul. Who knows what they're doing to undermine other gangs." So let's see what else we got. Was that the end of the missions? Okay. So you see, this is a mission you couldn't do in Ouroboros. This one that he's given me now. A computer hacker I know claims that he got into a database filled with Tsoo smuggling records. He wants to get them to the right people, but he's afraid that the Tsoo are watching his office. If the Tsoo are watching him, they'll certainly try to stop you. Those files could reveal a lot about their smuggling operations. I can understand why he might be nervous. Can you meet with him and get the encrypted files and key? Calls himself Pyrat. P-Y-Rat. He could be in serious trouble. Sounds like a freak show. That is a freak show name. Let's see if he actually is a freak show. And the clubs are out in force today. I believe that was Oasis. I think that's the Saturday club. Alright. Go into this office building. It actually is an office this time. A paper sign taped to the door outside says the office is closed today. This is the address where you're supposed to meet the hacker and the door is open. But you notice the lock has been forced, and I noticed some Tsoo just walking around. Very we own the place like. I'm going to turn XP back on to see if I can get a couple more bars in this mission. And once I get closer to the hacker, I'll turn it back off. There's that hold again, so I got to... they put caltrops. Double. Whoop. Okay. That was orange salvage. Let's see. I'm not a fan of this particular office layout. Oops. Try it again. There we go. Okay, there he is. Let's turn off XP. I mean, I probably wouldn't level just from this, but I don't want to take chances. Oh, he's not afraid. I had to hide when they came in here. Get him to his computer. So his computer must be up here somewheres. Oh. Computer's upstairs, okay. Boom. Really don't know much about the Hmong. I don't know how to pronounce it. Either Hmong or Mong. I don't know much about him just to wonder how much of that is like completely inaccurate BS, all these character designs. Because it's like Hanya masks and ninjas and is this accurate at all? I have no idea. My gut says no, but maybe there is something to it. Alright, so I got... Alright, so he says it's magic time. I got a prismatic ether. And he is dancing. He is dancing at his computer. He's dancing at his computer. About 5 feet away from his computer, but he's dancing like he's on early YouTube. So, just beat up these guys so they're gonna shirk into the back of the head while he's dancing like a doofus. And out of here. He's dancing at his computer. Thanks to you, the hacker is safe and we have his files. I'll make sure they get to the right people. They get to the right people. This might be what we need to crack the Tsoo smuggling operations. Good work, HEMA Girl. Alright, next one. Circle of thorns have been spotted in a section of sewers. We have enough trouble down there without them adding to it. Get down the sewers and clear the circle out. Watch out for their mystic blast. They crack quite a bunch. Okay. I think I'll do this one last mission before I call it a night. Skyway City. For once, I actually picked the right subway. The air smells of roses and jasmine. Magic is definitely being used here. I mean, if it smells like roses and jasmine in a sewer, I would definitely say something weird is going on. Oh, they are doing magic stuff alright. Nothing interesting in that chest. Okay. come on. There we go. Ah, come on. There's all the green. Who says all of Paragon City will sleep. And I'm guessing he just doesn't want to cure insomnia. Boom, take that. Chests, probably nothing. Nope, nothing. What about this one? Nope. Oh wait, did find an artifact, but not a specific one. Okay, so no clues, nothing interesting there. Talk to Tsoo. Okay, it sounds like the circle nearly succeeded in casting a spell that would keep all of Paragon City asleep forever. It's a good thing you went after him, HEMA Girl. Otherwise, the lives worked so hard to protect would have been nothing more than unending siestas. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is a time mission, so I'm not going to do it now. Okay. And I'm close to my upper limit on cutoff, so let me do Haiku the Stream. Haiku of the Stream. Where is my Haiku generator? There it is. Haiku of the Stream is Polar Timberland. A large, passionate lake snorts because of the leaf. Alright, so I'm going to take a break, level up HEMA Girl a bit, off stream, and then I'm going to play some pinball later. But that'll be it for now. See you in about about an hour-ish. And yeah, later. And thanks for stopping by, Kay. Thanks.